Hey guys, Coach Bess here. I wanted to just film the quickest tutorial on choosing categories as you set up your blog or website and you are, well, really your blog. You're looking for a way to categorize the things that you're going to write about for your audience. Um, this question came in and I just thought it would make a great tutorial. Here's a couple of different ways I've done it. And so I just don't think there's any one way that works better than another. So I'm just going to share with you what I've done. You can also Google how to set up categories as far as how to figure out your categories based on who you're serving and what you're sharing with them. Okay, so the first way is and this is what all the website professionals I've ever worked with over the years have taught me, is to keep your categories super basic and to say exactly what they are. No cutesy terms. I know for a while there I had categories on my blog like eat fresh, think fresh, move fresh, because those are common topics. Those are common subjects that you see me writing or sharing about, right? So I was like, oh, that makes sense. And it's cute because it's my Fresh Start brand. And anybody I've ever worked with over the years corrected that. And they were like, no, your categories need to say exactly what they are. So here on my freshstartforhealth.org site, I have two different blogs actually set up on this one. This is another reason I love Squarespace. You're able to do multiple blogs. And so I have blog side, which is articles, and I have a recipes side. And I really do recommend, if you are sharing recipes on your site, and if you're a health coach and that's something that's a strength of yours, you should be, and I highly encourage it, definitely consider setting up its own listing, because you need to be able to break it down this way. Breakfast, lunch, main dishes, or whatever you would call main dishes. Some people put it under dinner. Dessert, snacks, smoothies and drinks, vegetarian, side dishes. I'm sure I'll be adding as time goes on. I just added side dishes the other day. And so, maybe you'll have kid lunch ideas or take to work lunch ideas, but say exactly what they are when it comes to recipes. Blog, I said exactly what they were as far as this broad category for what this post would be under. So for example, let's click on family. How to have a healthy Thanksgiving dinner. Preparing meals ahead, a simple guide. That's my meal planning guide that I put into a blog post. It's amazing. Best healthy cooking magazines, which, by the way, that goofy post, this simple little post here, is my biggest traffic generator to date. So you never know. So don't think anything is too stupid to share, because I did when I first shared this. And you can see here that I've put it under 3 categories. Don't put it under any more than that. The idea is really that you just put it under 1 or 2. But I was trying something out, and so far it's working. I have it under 3 categories of my categories. So again, these are my categories. You can see when you go to the blog, you can see them here: family, health, fitness, food and nutrition, and faith. I'm about to share a bunch of blog posts on taking care of yourself with a doctor, how to speak up for yourself, how to read your labs. I'm also going to do some supplement posts, like about the black seed oil, coconut oil, and things like that. Those are going to go here under health. Okay? And maybe they'll double, some of them will be double under food and nutrition. But you really can keep them that broad, because the purpose of a category is just to know where to shelve your content on your site. But you want it to be words that people would actually use when they would type in Fresh Start for Health, family ideas for meal planning. You see? So you don't want to use cutesy or get too caught up in how complicated this could be. Don't let it become complicated. I will tell you right now, I'm doing something different over on my coaching site. This site here. It's I'm trying something a little different over here because my niche is so different. When you're talking the freshstartcoachingcommunity.com, now I'm talking about a completely different niche. It's B2B. Remember, over here is B2C, or what do they call it? They call it business to end user. They call it something. I'm getting it wrong. My coaching site is business to business. So I'm a business owner marketing to business owners. Over here on Fresh Start for Health, I'm a business owner marketing to a public audience who are most likely not business owners, okay? So they are end users. So obviously I got to come at this a little bit different. What I'm doing so far on this one, this is an example. I'm inside of a blog post that's already published, and I went as if I was going to pick a category to show you the categories I've chosen here. And so this is a little different because it is a super tight niche. It's, you know, Christian health coaches, so very small niche, very, very tight content sharing that I'm doing here. I share training, which you can see I can put it under tools and training. If it's a post all about training, like my social media, how to do it in 10 minutes a day post, that one under there. Support for coaches, self-care for coaches, because I did a post on burnout and I really wanted that to fit. And I have some ideas for some more self-care topics I'm bringing. Nurturing your community, which is all about email list building, sharing content that matters, client relations, referrals, how to get more referrals. All of those go under nurturing your community. Growing your reach would be how to grow your traffic to your blog, how to grow your social media reach. Growing your reach is really just going to be some logistics teaching. And then God in Business, I have a whole series of God in Business that I'm about to share on here. So far, the only one on here is God Your SEO. Actually, that's not true. I have one called Breakthrough in Your Business. That's a religious post. And so that's under God in Business. So yes, I went with 6 categories here. Yes, they are not necessarily super basic like on my Fresh Start site, but that's because I have a very specific mission on this site and these fit. And as I was brainstorming my topics for what I was going to be sharing over the next couple of years and what I wanted to put into the book and how I wanted to market the academy, these just made sense for what I'm about to share over the next couple of years from my mission map, like I shared with you guys in the Get It Done group, to this audience. And so really, to me, as I'm sharing this training with you, that's really what keeps coming to my own head for you is pick your categories. Number 1, simply and quickly. For now, you can always go back in and change them, and you should. They should always be tweakable. They should always be changeable. So pick them number 1 just to be a shelving place for the content on your blog, okay? So don't overthink them. Number 2, they're changeable. So you didn't do anything wrong if you pick them wrong and you want to go back and work on them later. Number 3, I think it's really important to remember you're picking them based on the vision that you have, the brainstorming that you've done, and the possibly a nice little splatter list you have going. Let me show you an example of, I'm just like jumping into my information over here. I hope I'm not giving too much away, but let me just show you an example of my splatter lists for how I even come up with the content that I'm sharing. I'm sharing content based on what the questions that are being asked of me, what I'm seeing as holes in what's out there for my audience, like, oh, that needs to be talked about and it's not out there. So for example, my Fresh Start coaching community, let's see here. Do I have it in here? I need to see. Here's some different topic ideas. How to become queen of routines. How to be leader in a follower world. Step into your calling, his handiwork. How to shine on your platforms. How to think like a client. Invest in client's heart more than client results. Journey versus destination. List building training. Myth of the balancing act. Places and ways to advertise health coaching business. Powerful morning and midday routine building. Can you guys see how, like, obviously powerful morning and midday routine building and queen of routines, that's going to be under self-care for coaches. Journey versus destination, that's going to be under, let's go back. Support for coaches. Growing your reach. How to be a leader in a follower world. That could be God in Business and nurturing your community. Even and tools and training possibly, because I'm going to be doing some actual training in that post. So just to give you an example, as I brainstorm those topics, as those posts are coming together, as that content plan comes together with my brainstorming, now my categories are so much easier to figure out because they have just become that broad shelving place for those more narrow topics that will be shared later on through the next couple of years. Okay? I hope that this has been helpful and not added overwhelm. I'm hoping this has removed some overwhelm. But just another little back behind the scenes look at how to pick your categories for your blog. Thanks a lot, guys. Coach Bess here, freshstartforhealth.com. I'm sorry, freshstartforhealth.org. Good night. And freshstartcoachingcommunity.com are my home bases online. Join me there. Thank you.